episode is sponsored by Pride. It's Pride Month, Julie.
It's Pride Month.
Pride, Pride Month. Um, yeah. What is there to say?
Yay us.
Are
Yay us.
you
Fuck yeah.
full of pride, Julie?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I didn't realize it was Pride until you just said it right now. What day is it? What time is it? Where am I? You know?
That
No?
sounds like the old Julie to me.
What do you
Where
mean?
is the new Julie?
No, just because I've
Live,
been
love, light,
busy. Just because
focus.
I've been, oh, I don't
Oh,
know about,
because you've been
I never
busy.
said focus.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Well, happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Welcome to Yumi and Chisme, your number one source for Chisme on the internet. Adrian and Julie here. Julie, do you have any Pride plans? Is there anything that you're, going to do or celebrate or I don't know.
I meant to say this off the air, but I'm gonna say it now because then I'll forget for sure. I actually wanted to plan a drag brunch for producer Angie for her
Wow.
birthday.
When is Angie's birthday?
Oh, don't do me like that.
Oh, well, you
Oh,
brought it up, so
don't do me like that. It's in June.
okay.
Okay. It's not the point.
Uh-huh.
That's not the point.
Uh-huh.
So the point
Uh-huh.
is I want to plan a drag brunch. We should go to a drag brunch.
I would absolutely love to go, but you gotta
Already making excuses.
no, I not that I'm making excuses. I'm just
You
saying
hear?
the weekends are filling up very quickly.
I know, I know, I
And
know, I
so,
know. She's gonna tell me the date that she can by today.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And then
Well,
and then I'll set a date and then we'll get something going.
okay. I just want to let it be known.
Oh, here we go.
I can't do next weekend.
Next, it wouldn't be.
Okay, I
Next
can't
week
do
is
this.
Father's Day,
Okay.
I
Don't yell at
think.
me.
Is it?
Um, I can't do the 30th. Just
That's
FYI.
okay.
Maybe the 22nd, 23rd. That could
It
possibly.
might be that week. I think that's what we're playing with right now.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Well, okay. All right. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. How are you doing? Are you feeling prideful this
I'm always
June?
full of pride.
I love that.
Always. There's pride oozing out of my hole all the
Oh
time.
my God. Oh my God. Lucky hole. What? Um,
Um,
I love
hmm.
that for you.
Yeah. I I is pride not like, let me just say this.
Okay, tell me.
I'm very full of pride.
Same.
Love it.
I feel like I know what you're gonna say. Say it.
But like, what is there to do? No, I mean, what about nothing about it is like fun.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Like what
What about
is
going to Pride?
I think that is probably one of the worst experiences anybody could
Oh,
ever experience in my entire life.
I love it. It's so chaotic. It's crazy. People throwing up, passing out. It's a whole journey.
You can't walk down the street.
You
You
can't.
can't park. You have to get dropped off far away. You gotta walk far
100%.
away.
Yes,
It's so
yes.
packed, you can't go
Yes.
anywhere.
You cannot.
The drinks are extremely expensive.
So expensive.
And
The lines.
with that said, I showed up twice this past weekend. um, I showed up twice.
Amazing.
This is what I did. And
Okay.
I had one drink in the two times that I went. Okay.
Okay.
I showed up on Saturday night. Jaime and Anne were down
Okay.
there. And so
Oh, I meant my invitation must have gotten lost. Interesting. Okay, keep going.
I think you were uh where were you? It was
Probably nowhere.
First of all, I showed up at
That's
like
fine.
I showed up at like midnight or something. I don't know. And you know, okay, fine. We sang our little hearts out. It was good.
Uh-huh.
I went because Jaime and Ken said we could get Jack in the Box. And then and they forgot my fries, Jack in the Box. So it was just spit out her water. It's not funny. It's sad. It's sad that they forgot my fries. And then I
Oh,
and then I thought I had ordered tacos, and then tacos didn't go through in the order. So I was double disappointed.
oh my, oh my God. I
What?
haven't felt joy like that in a very long time. That is amazing. That was
That's
amazing.
that's why I went. That's why
Yeah.
I went.
Adrian, I love you
um,
so much.
but then the fries and the tacos didn't show up. Anyways, um, Sunday I did go during the day to meet
Ugh,
some friends, but that was excruciating because the parade was happening. You couldn't walk anywhere. People,
yeah.
I bought one tequila soda. Guess how much it cost me with tip?
$20.
$22.
Yeah.
$22 for a tequila soda. A cocktail at a restaurant, at a nice restaurant, doesn't even cost $22.
Yeah, they're wild.
$22? $22 for you to pour tequila and soda water into a cup? You didn't even squeeze my lime. You didn't squeeze my lime.
Not the fucking lime.
Anyways,
I'm so sorry you went through that.
it's okay. But I did walk home. That's really why I wanted to go. I wanted to walk there and then walk home to get my
Okay.
steps in, but
Ooh.
I was running late, I um so I had to Uber there. But then I did walk home. And then I stopped at the dispensary and I got myself a cute little
Oh, I love that.
um pack of joints. And then I
Mm,
smoked one on the way home and it was quite a lovely walk.
I love that for you.
That was worth it. Some
Yeah.
I have a friend who told me, "Why do you look so straight?"
Okay. And he was looking at you when he said it?
He was talking to me. Yes. Mind you, I thought I looked cute. I had shorts on and a t-shirt on.
Okay, why does looking straight mean that you don't look cute?
Well, I mean,
I mean, okay, fine. The question answered itself.
yeah. Um, but
Interesting.
like, I wasn't showing midriff. Okay. I
Right.
didn't have short shorts on. Okay. I mean,
Interesting.
oh,
Looking straight. That's hilarious.
people tell me that. I mean, not people tell me that all the time, but I've received that feedback before. And I'm just like, how about you mind your own fucking business?
I guess I can see it.
What do you
Like,
want me to wear?
right.
What do you want me to wear? What you're
Right.
wearing? Sorry, honey, that was made for somebody who is your size, okay? And you're kind of small. So
I think you look great.
thank you. First of all, I looked cute. I looked great.
And you dress cute constantly.
That's very sweet of you to say.
Thank you.
Anyways. Ugh.
Oh my God.
Anyways.
And on Pride Month, he
On Pride Month. And from another Pride person,
said? Okay.
it's Pride on Pride crime. And
Pride on Pride.
that's why I don't go to these things because Pride people
Yeah.
are nasty people.
100%. 100%.
Anyways, listen, I'm happy to celebrate Pride always, but yet again, no one's sent me a card, no one's Venmo me money,
Yeah.
no one has done anything for me. So what would you like me
Yeah.
to celebrate? You'd like me to spend my own money? Is that what
And
it is?
you guys want us to think that you're allies behaving like this? No. No.
It's just gross. Um, anyways,
Anyways.
would love to go to the brunch with you.
Okay, I'll plan it.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. So how are you, Julie?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. It's getting warm outside.
Oh, don't even get me fucking
It's getting
started.
warm. It's
Yes, it
really we're
fucking
turning a
is.
tide. Now, I know
Yeah,
that other parts of the country have already been in a heat wave, but
sure, sure.
we have not here in Southern
No.
California, and it's been nice. It's been nice. But
Until recently.
I was just outside and it felt good. It was warm, but it felt good. But it's about to get real disgusting.
I hate it. I hate
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Mm.
Now I wish I had an indoor mall to go to. Mm. But the closest indoor mall is the Beverly Center, and that mall is nasty. That mall
Is
is
it?
so. I have never hated a mall so much. First of all,
Interesting.
it's not nasty like dirty. It just is I consider myself a mall person.
Uh-huh.
That mall gives me really bad vibes. It's really
Interesting.
weird. It's so weird.
Do you think it's the people?
No, I don't know what it
Okay.
is. I don't know
Mm.
what it is, but I'm the way that it's laid out, the just kind of it feels drab. It doesn't feel fun. Where's the food court? Where is
Right.
where is the where is the fun? Where is the
Yeah.
joy?
Yeah.
You can't find that at the Beverly Center.
Okay.
You can't.
Noted.
Mar- uh,
Noted.
Quote me.
I shall. I shall do that.
Interestingly enough, across the street from the Beverly Center is the Sophie Hotel, where infamously Erica Jane from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills did not wear panties, and Dorit, her husband PK, noticed and said something about it, and it created a whole storyline on the show.
Interesting.
Also, interesting story about the Beverly Center. Jaime and I, before either of us moved to LA, we came to visit and we were staying at a hotel right down the street from the Beverly Center. We went to go see, we were going to go, or wait, maybe I don't know if this was this exact time. Anyways, we were walking by the Beverly Center.
Mm-hmm.
And this is so stupid. This Beverly Center has a big screen out on front of it on the corner of La Cienega and Beverly. And and there was an advertisement. It's so stupid. It's not going to make any sense. There was an advertisement because this story shouldn't be told because I don't actually know the punchline. um, and there was an advertisement on the big screen, and I believe that it was for you remember that story with Bebe? Do you
What?
remember that? You don't remember that? I
Oh,
think that's what it was. And I had said something about that. I had said something in regards to that advertisement, and it was the funniest thing ever. And I can't remember what I said, and I don't think Jaime can remember what he said either. But I do remember that both of us laughed so fucking hard, and then we would reference it for a while, and then both of us have forgotten what it was. Jaime, I wish you could remember because I don't. And let me tell you one more story. That one time where we did stay out, where we stayed at that hotel down the street from the Beverly Center, we had one ticket. Jaime had one tickets to go see Janelle Monáe in LA, so we drove down there. We stayed at the hotel, and somebody egged Jaime's car. Yeah, we woke up the next day and he had egg. Somebody had thrown eggs at his car. Yeah.
oh my God. What a wonderful 3 minutes we just spent together. That was amazing. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. That shit is so fun. I'm gonna re-listen to this podcast and I'm gonna laugh.
Mm,
What a great time.
what a great time.
Oh my God. You are on one today. I don't know what's going on, but you brought good vibe to the podcast
Yay,
today.
fun. Fun. I do want to plug something. I'm not getting paid for
Oh,
this, but
okay.
I just want, and I, first of all, I'm not a gatekeeper, but I swear, if all of you go to Trader Joe's and start buying all of these candles, I'm gonna fuck you up. But it's peony season at Trader Joe's, peony blossom candles. It
Oh.
is the best smelling candle. Here, sniff. It smells so good. Um Peony blossom scented candle at Trader Joe's. It's so good. I always buy a couple anytime it's peony season at Trader Joe's. Anyways, if you know, you know. um
Oh, I love that. I love everything that's happening right now.
Thank you. Okay, well, how about you show up to work?
Oh my God, you guys, we got funny Adrian today. Oh my God. I
Okay,
love
you want to know
that.
something? I
Always.
consider myself to be a funny person.
You're so funny.
Thank you. But I feel like I've noticed that most of my funniness only comes out in the podcast, and now in real life,
Interesting.
I don't know if I'm that funny in real life anymore. I really don't know.
Are. I
I
think
will
you
say
are.
though, I think some of it has to do with the fact that you will laugh at almost anything.
You're right. You're
And
right.
so you always make me feel so good.
Oh my God, stop it.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Okay, so you went on a third date? I was gonna let you bring it up, but I mean, I
I
can't wait any
wasn't
longer.
gonna. I wasn't
Okay,
gonna.
well, you told me. You said we're gonna talk about it on the podcast. So here I am. Julie thinks that I forget things. I don't forget anything unless I need to remember it.
Right.
And
Yes, I went on a third date.
okay.
Okay, going into this third date. Okay, by the way, if you guys don't follow us on Instagram, that you're not gonna know
Oh yeah,
anything.
that was funny.
Oh, get everyone, guess where we went on our third date to go have dinner. That's right. He listens to the podcast. Lucille's. He took me to Lucille's. And when he texted me, oh my God, the loudest cackle left my body. And I immediately sent it to Adrian. Yes, we went to Lucille's. It was delicious, by the way. Tell you let your dad know that it was great food. Solid time.
Okay. Just to remind everyone, last week I had gone on a little bit of a um tirade, if you will,
Mm.
about the fact that my father got got 6 different Lucille's gift cards to Lucille's barbecue for his 70th birthday.
Mm.
And I just thought that it was a little weird.
Yeah.
And so all of a sudden, Julie's getting invited to Lucille's.
Yeah.
So place in your in your bets now. Does this man listen to the podcast or not?
It would be shocking if he listened to the podcast because I never told him the name of it. He doesn't have social media. I mean, he's an
Okay.
older man, everyone. So it would be shocking if he was actually listening. And if he is, well, I'm thoroughly fucked.
Should I? I'm gonna Google you. Let's see what happens. Should I Google Julie or Juliana?
I think I think I'm Googleable both ways,
I'm gonna I'm
unfortunately.
gonna do Julie. Oh, Julie, you kind of have a common name.
I do. I think what's Googleable is my Instagram username. So I honestly think we're fine.
Oh, okay. Okay. He just really. What is it about Lucille's, everyone?
People love Lucille's. It was a packed house on a Tuesday.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well.
So I went on this third date to Lucille's, and okay, if we remember, this man 2 dates in, we have not kissed, okay? And he sucks at texting. So I'm like, are we just homies? Which is fine, but I'd love to know an insight. And we went on this date, and before the date, I told myself, okay, if he doesn't kiss you tonight, he is not into you. He's not into you, and you guys are just friends, and you have to accept it. Okay. Spoiler alert,
Mm-hmm.
he did not kiss me.
Mm.
Spoiler alert. Somehow I'm even more convinced that he's into me. Let's get to
Okay.
it. Let's get
Okay.
there.
Bring out the
Let's get there.
whiteboard. Show us.
Let's get there. So we go on this date. A couple of moments that happened sprinkled throughout the night. We were at dinner. I'm telling him a story about a friend, and then he has an Apple Watch, and an email came in. And he, in the middle of me talking, picks up the phone and he's looking at this email. And then now he's clearly distracted reading the email. So I obviously stopped talking because he's no longer listening to me. And at first, for a moment, I was like, this could go either way, bestie. This could become a red flag easily. And so he's reading and then he's mumbling to himself. And then he's like, this isn't exactly how he worded it, but he was like, give me a moment and then, I'll come back to. And then he apologized. He's like, I'm so sorry I'm doing this. And then he's like, I'll tell you what it's about in a second. And it was about work and blah, blah, blah. It was just about work. And then he explains to me. And then before I started telling him my story, we were going to get into his trip that he went on to Colombia. But then I started talking about my friend and blah, blah, blah. So then when he comes back, he explains, and then there's a little bit of a silence. And then I was like, okay, well, tell me about Colombia. And then he starts talking, but then he's like, oh, wait a minute. You were telling me a story. What were you telling me? In the moment, I couldn't remember what I was talking about. So I was like, I'm sorry, I don't remember. I was like, but tell me about your trip. And then he's like, and then he starts saying something about your friend. And then I can't really say what it was about. So I was like, so I was
Who are you
cheese me
talking
on the,
about?
not anyone
Me?
here. No, it
Not
wasn't. It
anyone
wasn't.
here.
It wasn't
Wait,
here. No.
so you
It
do
wasn't
talk about
Angie
me or you
either.
don't talk about me?
I have talked about you because we've talked about the podcast.
Oh, okay.
He just doesn't know it by name. But anyway, he's like, you were saying this and this and this. And then he's like, finish your story. And
Is it
then,
about that friend that I know about that thing that they're doing?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I have 3 friends, guys. It could be.
Yeah, I don't have many to choose from.
Amazing. So that happened. That was one thing. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Put that in the bank. Now
Mhm.
we're at the movies. At the movie, he's a talker, guys. He's a
Mm.
talker,
You like
which
that.
I do like that. It's specifically, I hate to say it, from him because he's very, I hate to say it, intelligent. I hate giving a man a compliment. He's intelligent, and so sometimes he finds symbolism and things that completely go over my head because I'm an idiot.
Well, that
And
doesn't
so
mean he's intelligent.
I mean, he knows a lot about religion and history, so there will be things where, and
Okay.
then he'll like lean
He
in and
knows
he'll
something about something. Okay. I know a lot about the Real Housewives. That doesn't
because
make me intelligent.
if I hate giving a man a compliment, Adrian hates it even more. So um so he has to lean in a lot. And so then our heads are together most of the movie because he's whispering in my ear and I'm like leaning into or he got up to use the restroom at one point. He comes back and he's like, what I missed? And then I had to tell him. So anyways, we're leaned into each other for a lot of it. And at some point I was like, laying to my side for like 30 minutes and I was uncomfortable. So I readjusted. And when I readjusted, I was now leaning away from him and like further away from him. And then he was like, where are you going? What are you doing? And I was like, okay, fuck me right now. Right now, no. I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, why are you leaning away from me? Lean. And then he like pulled me to like lean on him. Another. Then in Furiosa, there's
Uh-huh.
a love story in the middle of it.
The movie that
And
you went
the,
to go see.
and the movie that I went to go see. And this in the love story, it's Anya Taylor-Joy and this guy, and they're fighting like a group of people. And at one point, they're like fighting, and at one point, the guy is kind of like, "Go save yourself," and tells her to go and like get away. And she starts to, and then he's like trying to distract the mob, and then she decides to come back and save him. And then he like leans in and he's like, okay, I'd come back for you. Would you come back for me? And I was like, I don't know, I'd have to see what's the situation like. How dangerous is it? Am I actually gonna die? Because probably not. Another thing
Uh-huh.
in the bank.
Uh-huh.
We're saying goodbye.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Never have I ever felt I want to kiss you vibes more
Mhm.
than when we're hugging.
Mm-hmm.
We're hugging goodbye. He walks me to my car. We're parked in the same area, but like further away from each other. He walks me to my car. He's hugging me. Um, and then when we separate, we're still touching each other, but we separate. And then he's like, would you go out with me again? Would you like to go out with me again? And
Okay.
then I know. And then I was like, I would. And we're looking. And I was like, Mo, this is your time to shine.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just reached, I wish you were in front of me so I could show you.
Uh-huh.
He reaches to my face and he like caresses my cheek.
Uh-huh.
Like I can't describe it on
Uh-huh.
this
Uh-huh. Yeah,
angle.
yeah. I can picture it. I can picture it.
And then he walks away.
No, this man knows exactly what he's doing.
Does he?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Can you tell me what he's doing?
He's playing psychological warfare with you.
Clearly, very evident. That's very evident.
Um, okay. I think that you'll get the kiss on the next one.
Do you?
I think so. And if not, then just ask him, "Do you want to kiss me
Oh
or
no no
not? Are
no
you
no
gonna kiss?"
no
No.
no 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 no
Closed mouths don't get fed,
no
Julie.
no 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 no.
Okay. Okay.
I can't do it. But
Okay.
granted, uh-huh.
I don't want you to go watch a movie at the next date.
Okay, so fair. That's what I was
Okay.
thinking too. I was like, we
Okay.
need to get out of this. We need to
Yes.
go do something else.
Yes.
Um, Granted, again, I said before the date, if this man doesn't kiss me, clearly, but I genuinely left there being like, he's fucking into me.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You think? I mean, I felt it in the moment, but now I don't know.
Yes, of course. Of course. Absolutely. I 100% think he's into you. I don't think
Okay.
that this man is really interested in playing games, and I don't think that he's playing a game. I think that he probably is very maybe courteous and self-aware and like probably takes things slow at his age because he isn't trying to just date anybody and
Yeah,
isn't trying to like just, get in your panties and bounce. Does he have
right.
kids? I don't remember. He does. Does he live by himself? The kids are
Yeah,
grown.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think I I understand, but I think that maybe good things come to those of us who wait. And so you probably will get more than a kiss at this point.
You know what's crazy is I've been because obviously I've over analyzed this situation more than I should have. Um, I kind of feel like confirmation that I'm damaged. I'll tell you why. Because it feels like a man taking his time is respectful and kind, and I'm losing my absolute mind over it.
Mm,
Because what, he didn't finger me on the first date? Like, what am I doing?
mm,
Why is this what feels weird? You know what I
mm,
mean?
mm.
Where I'm like,
Does
this should be
he?
fun and exciting, and he does cute things, and like I can like I left the date feeling like he's opening up to me.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
there's little things about his personality that are coming out that clearly obviously wouldn't have seen in the first and second date, but I do feel like more comfortable, and I feel like he feels more comfortable around me too. So like there's things that are happening that I sense are happening, obviously, because I haven't had this, would never, I not right now would not have a conversation with him about this particular subject, but I'm getting the sense that like we're actually getting to know each other at a normal and healthy pace, and I'm bug wild over it.
Yeah. Okay, see?
Like, who hurt you? Oh, every man that you've ever met. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Are you
And I
happy?
had a dream that yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
What was
yeah.
the dream about?
That I introduced him to you guys.
Oh my God. Who was there?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you guys, you and Aiden and you know. No. No, because I've been thinking about drag brunch for a couple of days because Jenny brought it up
Mm-hmm.
and that we went to drag brunch. And it was like kind of like remember when Kieran, Candace's husband, came to drag brunch?
Uh-huh.
It was like that same scenario that I like flash back to,
Uh-huh.
but now it's him.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Very stressful. Would not recommend actually. 10 out of 10 would not recommend.
Yeah. I would say don't introduce him to us the first time at a drag brunch.
No, that
And
was a lot.
and maybe you should even do, introduce him to Angie, then introduce him to me, then
Right.
introduce him to someone else. It doesn't have to be a group setting, you know.
Yeah. No,
I would
I
I,
particularly love Candace's chaotic behavior, but
yeah, well that worked for Candace.
yeah.
That worked for
But
Candace.
that was really throwing Kieran to the deep end because drunk,
Well,
pride.
the man didn't live here. We didn't know when he was going to come and when he was going
That's
to go.
true.
Got to hit it all at once.
That's true. That's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What's his name again?
I'm not gonna.
Oh, okay. Okay, good thing I didn't say it because I think I know what it is. Woo! Listen,
Oh,
listen, you deserve to be wined and dined by a man.
yeah, I have yet to pay for anything.
Good. You don't need to.
Weird. And that makes me feel weird. I am broken.
Well, maybe you need to go back to therapy.
I think that's a good idea. Today when I was spiraling, well, I wasn't spiraling, but I was telling the admin about the other admin at work about the situation, and I was like, I think it's, and I that's when it clicked for me. I was like, I think it's weird that I think this is weird. And she's like, a little. But she's been with her husband since like high school. So like you don't get it. You didn't
Why,
have to be
why
in the
doesn't she get it?
trenches. She didn't have to be in the trenches. She doesn't get it. She found her person right away.
That doesn't mean that their relationship is sunshine and daisies all the time.
Sure, but I mean it worked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She didn't have to be damaged by so many men before she
She could
got
be
to a healthy
damaged. She could
relationship.
be damaged by many other things.
Sure. Sure.
I'm just
Not
saying
the
I don't
same.
know her.
I mean, yeah. You know what
I
she did do though?
Tell me everything about her.
She gave me her old Fitbit.
Oh, that is so nice. Wow,
So I'd be able to track.
how do you do this? Where you're
What?
like, you've been there 3 weeks and people are giving you the jewelry off of their hands, off their bodies.
I don't know.
I
She
don't
did it so I
know.
could she did it so I could track my steps a little bit better.
Yeah, and I would have been like, "Oh, girl, here's a link. Go buy one. Not here, take mine." What is
It's
it
an
that you put
old
a spell on
one.
these people? How old is that woman? Is she 50?
No,
No. Okay. I'm not mad at you. I'm just curious as to how you have this power.
I don't know. I think I make them laugh.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I had her cracking up today.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think I just make her laugh.
Hmm. Maybe do you make that man laugh?
Yeah,
Okay. And that may be the thing that turns him on the most.
maybe.
I think funny people, if you can find somebody who you find to be funny,
Mm,
I think that is the greatest thing in the world.
yeah,
Why would you
I
not want to
agree.
spend the rest of your life laughing? You
I
know?
agree. I agree. Yeah,
I
that's a good
think
point.
being funny is the sexiest thing in the world.
I agree.
Yeah.
And it's so underrated. People don't really think about that when they're looking for a partner.
And some people are not funny.
A lot of people are not
A
funny.
lot of people are not funny. I mean, I guess, everybody humor is in the eye of the beholder, right? Everybody's funny in different ways. So
Right.
I could find somebody not funny and somebody else could be like, that person is hilarious. But I tend to
That
think I'm
is
right.
so true. That is that is so true because Jenny and I have oh, never mind.
Jenny and you find different people funny.
Yeah.
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 Your friend
Yeah.
Jenny and you find different people funny. There you go.
And then I'll be like, this is a funny thing.
Uh-huh.
And she'll be like,
So I
You're
don't get it.
alone. You're
Uh-huh.
alone there." And I'm like cracking up, tears in my eyes.
Yeah.
And she's like, "I don't see it." So that is very true. I mean, sometimes humor hits you different.
But Jenny, does Jenny laugh at what you have to say? Do you make
Yeah.
Jenny
Oh,
laugh?
Jenny thinks I'm hilarious. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I think I'm just a universally funny person. Like it's
Uh-huh.
not particular. It's
Do you do you think Jenny's funny?
Oh, I think Jenny is so funny.
You know what's really
Mostly
interesting?
accidentally.
You know what's really interesting about your friend Jenny? I don't
Oh
I
no.
feel like I've met her before or
Uh-huh.
but I think what it is, and I just had this thought, is I think she reminds me of somebody I watch on TikTok.
Interesting.
Yeah. And
Interesting.
and you know what's even funnier is that I've never
Uh-huh.
met Jenny, wouldn't be able to tell you
No.
what she sounds like, wouldn't be able to tell you really
No.
anything about her.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, in the few photos that I've seen, I keep thinking about this woman that I follow on TikTok, and I'm like, she's
Interesting.
funny. And why do I think of Jen? Anyways,
Interesting. I love that.
okay, well, okay. So
Okay.
when is the next date? Did you
When he
guys
gets
set?
back
Where did he go
from
now?
he's in Mexico because of his dad. So he went to Mexico and yeah, he comes back Tuesday.
Okay, Mexico. Where in Mexico? Do we know? Is that
I mean, I don't want no.
okay? Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'm just oh, I'm so nosy. Oh, disgusting. Mind your own fucking business.
No, I mean, I'll tell you every detail you want to know
Uh-huh, yeah.
off off the mic, but
Yeah.
but he's in Mexico, guys.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, my God, I'm so sorry. Oh, I love to know things about people, you know?
No, I feel the same. Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
I have a question for you.
Okay, I have an
How do you
answer.
feel about how do you feel about artists that put out different versions of vinyls of the same album? Or like, you know what I mean? Is that too much of a left turn?
Oh my God, Adrian, you are my favorite person today. That is so
Today?
funny. Well, I gotta rank you to keep you on your toes.
Okay.
Um, that is crazy. I I feel like they shouldn't have to do that. They
Mm,
shouldn't do that.
hmm
Uh-huh.
hmm
Why?
I'm just curious because there's
Oh,
been I
okay.
yeah, I'm just curious. I'm just genuinely curious. I don't buy vinyls,
Oh,
um,
uh-huh.
but I think other people have been talking about it, how it's a tactic to get people to buy
Hmm.
to sell more records, right? So like
Hmm.
every version of the vinyl has a different song or has a different
Yeah.
whatever. And so I was thinking about it because I was on Twitter and I saw that Olivia Rodrigo is releasing a new version of Guts on vinyl or something. I don't know exactly what's on that version. And I thought to myself, I'm like, oh, okay. And then I was like, do I have a problem with that? Yes.
Hmm.
But then I thought, wait, why do I have a problem with that? Like, okay,
Hmm.
so it's just, okay,
Hmm.
whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's their own art and they want to do whatever they want to do. Okay. I mean, I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah. So then I quickly
Um,
changed my mind
mhm.
and I'm like, okay, do whatever you want to do. And if somebody wants to buy it, great. And if they don't want to buy it, great. And it's not my opinion matters if somebody buys it or not.
Yeah,
That's really where and that all that happened in 10 seconds.
I
And then
love that.
I moved on up until when I asked you this question.
Right, 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 right. I always just buy the regular vinyl. I
Mm-hmm.
I I I think I've bought maybe one that's like a different edition, but it's not like I bought two versions of the same album. I bought just the special edition one. Um, I completely 100% agree that it's definitely a tactic to raise the sales of an album? Absolutely. I think some people are gonna get mad. I think a lot of artists do it. I think Taylor Swift does it the worst and the most blatantly. This bitch created a clock out of her four vinyls, and you could only assemble the clock if you bought all four vinyls.
And how much
And
are they?
then
Like $60 each?
maybe like 40-ish.
Mm,
40-ish. Um, and here's the I mean, it's fine, but like you're clear, and then she's breaking all these records, right? Of like most sales and whatever the fuck. And it's like, is it? Or are the same 100,000 people buying four different versions of the album? I do think that it's, I mean, but again, to be clear, a lot of artists do stuff like that.
of course.
Um, where you have to buy different versions of the album. And I mean, if you're a diehard, Kelly Clarkson released four different versions of her vinyl, four or five different versions of her vinyl. They were just, the only difference was the color and the vinyl.
Mm,
But it was so for that one specifically, okay, you should only buy the one. But people that are diehard Kelly Clarkson fans, these diehard fans want every version of everything that an artist releases because they are the biggest fan and they will be the most dedicated and they will know the most about that. It's like, I mean, it almost feels like, I mean, a little bit taking advantage of the audience that you've created. And I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I don't support it, so I'm not gonna go buy two vinyls of the same thing. Um, but a lot of people do.
yeah. I was wondering maybe if I made you my baby. Um,
I love that. That was lovely.
Thank you for sharing your thought on the vinyl industrial complex.
Thank you for
Um,
asking.
yeah. I'm gonna go see Janet Jackson this weekend.
You
Yeah.
are giving me whiplash.
Janet Jackson and Nelly at the Kia
And
Forum.
Nelly.
Yeah.
Okay. How many
It's
Nelly songs do
getting
you know?
hot in here, so take off all your clothes. How many? How? Excuse you. How many? I know at least two. Um, wait, hold on. Let me see. Let me see. I'm gonna Nelly. Dilemma. Oh, Dilemma. Hot in here. Ride with
Mm,
me.
oh, good one.
His country song.
Oh, I love his country song with Tim McGraw. Over and over.
um. Oh, this one says Florida Georgia Line.
Oh
Listen,
yeah, he has
I
another
was
one.
listening to Country Grammar regularly.
Yeah, that's a good album. His country album is also a good album.
Ugh, Beyonce wishes, huh?
Beyonce could never.
Beyonce could never. Nellyville. Yeah, I mean, listen. Oh, Pimp Juice, Air Force Ones, in my
Oh
Air
yeah.
Force Ones.
Okay, you're
Um,
gonna be able to sing along. You're fine.
yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, exciting.
Love that. How exciting.
What are you doing this weekend?
I'm gonna go play pickleball.
Okay,
I'm
nice.
an athlete now.
An athlete. Do you watch the Olympics?
No,
No. Okay.
no, no,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
Um,
I don't know. It
and I
was
think
just a
that's it.
question. Huh?
I think that's it. That's
Okay.
all the plans I have.
We're celebrating my mom's birthday on Sunday. She's
Fun.
turning the big 6'5",
Wow.
65. My parents have
How
an age difference
fun.
of 5 years.
So did mine.
Oh, fun.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Cute.
yeah. My mother, the Gemini.
Mm.
What? What's your mom's sign?
It's Scorpio.
When's her birthday?
30th of October.
Oh, my little
Yeah.
sister's also a Scorpio. She's November 6th.
She a little intense. Because so is my mom. So is my mom.
I think everybody's intense in their own type of way. You just
Oh,
have
I
to,
can't stand you.
you just have to find the intensity that works for you.
Oh my God. Stop going to therapy.
I
We
took
both
what?
need to be. We need to both be messy.
um,
Okay.
I would never say anything ill about my sister. So
Oh my God. Oh, you guys, you see how he is? Do you guys see
I thought I was
how he
being
is?
funny. Now I'm being what?
You guys see how he is? Oh my God. You guys, let it be known that I'm the only one that loves you because I don't go to therapy to provide entertainment for you guys. So let it be known that I'm out here doing God's work.
Would you like to replace me with somebody else?
No, we need an opposite.
Okay.
Fine. A healthy, healing version of you is
Who said
fine.
that was me?
I think the audience knows.
The audience doesn't know anything.
They absolutely do. You mentioned me going back to therapy and everyone screamed. They're like, but what about our stories?
I'm just saying, uh,
Oh my
I think the
God.
stories will still be there.
I don't think
I
so.
just
Not
want
if
you
I
to
get
feel
healthy.
a little bit better about this man and
Here's the thing.
about the damage that you referenced. That's all I'm saying.
But the chaos is fun.
I know it is.
Spiraling a little bit and you're like, "Oh my God, he hates me." And then you land and you're like, "Oh, that was weird."
Yeah. I don't feel I can probably count. I don't feel like I'm a chaotic. I don't think I'm a chaotic person. And
Mm.
so I think I've done maybe a couple things have been a little bit chaotic.
Hmm.
Um, but I don't think I'm a chaotic person. So before therapy or post therapy.
I agree with that. Sometimes I wake up and I literally have the thought, I want chaos.
Yeah.
I literally do. And you know what? I create it.
Yeah,
I
you
say,
do.
it's a good
Yeah.
time to send
You
a
know what?
text
A
message.
lot of things make sense now. A lot of things make sense. If that's what you wake up and tell yourself,
Yeah,
wow.
sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes I will wake up and I'll say,
Well,
it feels like a chaotic day today. Let me
uh-huh,
send a text. And
uh-huh,
just see what happens.
uh-huh. Maybe I
Yeah.
should live more like that.
No, you shouldn't. Again, the listeners need a healthy balance. If we're
Everybody,
both doing crazy stuff, it's gonna be too
okay,
much.
let's do, how about this? Write it. If somebody tell me something chaotic to do, and I will do it. And then we'll see what
Oh
happens.
no.
I mean, within reason, right? Like,
Right.
yeah.
He cannot go and kill your brother-in-law,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, no. I mean, something, tell me to do something chaotic with my life. Uh,
Okay.
and send us fan mail.
You guys, oh
And
my God, you guys do not let me down. You guys do not let me down.
yeah, but try to make it somewhat like, yeah, like
Oh my
make it
God.
good.
I'm gonna ensure that producer Angie listens to this episode because you know who is good at not chaos herself, but allowing the chaos to happen in front of her and
Uh-huh.
cheerleading it sometimes.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
The name is Angie.
The name is Angie.
Yeah,
Okay, well, Angie. Angie.
I love that.
Make it happen. Okay, yeah. Listen, I am open.
Mm,
I'm open to it. Let me know what kind of
you
chaos you
guys.
would like me to obviously I have final approval of what I actually do and don't do with
Right,
my life because I'm not going to
right.
ruin my life for you
Well,
guys.
no, they're not gonna make you ruin your
Okay, okay,
life.
good. Okay, good. Then yeah, send me something chaotic to do.
Send something juicy, guys.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Okay. Yay.
Yay.
Woo! It's time for Adrian's Chaos. Chaos. It's the Chaos Corner. Corner, corner, corner. Chaos, chaos, chaos corner. We already have the theme song.
I love that. That was lovely.
Thank you. Uh, I should have been a voice actor.
Yeah,
You know
there's
what?
still time.
You know what I would if I had a deeper voice, I could probably be a pretty good voice actor. Um,
Sure.
oh, you think I should have a deeper voice?
Oh my God. I knew you were gonna do that. I knew you were
See, now
gonna
I
do
just do it because she calls it out all the time. Um, what I sound like I have pride in me? Huh? Is that what you're trying to say?
Oh God,
Ugh.
that's hilarious.
You're like you dress straight, but when you open your mouth, we know you're not. You're so nasty. Mm.
Yeah. Oh my God. I don't know if I'm super high or if you're really, but I'm having the time of my life.
That is so funny. You're so funny.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna sip my sparkling water. Hold on. Okay.
Oh God.
Well, it is. We didn't get any fan mail, did we? Oh,
No.
I just know Haim is cooking something up real good.
Yeah.
I know he's been thinking about what exactly he's gonna say.
Oh, I bet. Oh, I bet.
Okay, well, guess what, Julie?
Tell me.
It's time for the pop culture pop up. First up on the pop culture pop up. So Angelina Jolie's children, I will say, we don't know exactly if these are the correct names of their children. I believe it's
Guys. Hmm.
Shiloh and Vivian, have dropped Pitt from their name.
Yeah.
They are only going by Jolie now.
I
Uh
believe Zahara also did
oh,
that.
Zahara. Okay, yes.
Hmm.
Anyways, the Angelina's children are distancing themselves publicly in a major
Hmm.
way from Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Julie, tell us what your thoughts are.
I think listen to the children. And I'm honestly I'm not that shocked, but I'm surprised more people are discussing this. It was announced like a not announced because it wasn't like a public statement or anything, but the world found out about this a couple of days ago, and no one's really discussing it at length. I think Brad Pitt has a phenomenal publicist that really works overtime, but I think we have seen evidence a couple of times that Brad Pitt seems to be a horrible human being, and more than that, a horrible father to his children. When the news about Shiloh or Vivian, I forget which one they first announced it about, but when they announced that she was dropping the Pitt from her last name, Brad Pitt's people put out a statement, and in the statement, it said that, he was brokenhearted by this news. He loves her, and then he said when Shiloh was I'm paraphrasing here. When Shiloh was born, it was the happiest time of his life. He had always wanted a daughter. As a reminder, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie adopted Sahara before either of their biological children were born.
Mm,
So, interesting wording
mm.
and just a little reminder that he's a horrible person.
I can only imagine what happened on that plane, but let me tell you something. Whatever happened on that plane was horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what I oof,
Yeah.
you know, it's
I absolutely do. Yeah.
I feel bad for the kids because like, you know, that's that to see your dad become somebody that you don't like is
Yeah.
horrible. And then to see him how he treated their mother, I mean,
Yeah, that realization of my dad is not the person that I thought he was it has to be heartbreaking.
mhm, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, thank goodness Jennifer Aniston that relationship didn't continue.
100%.
because I know he was nasty back then too.
I mean,
He
yeah,
probably was he probably was even nastier, honestly.
I believe it. I could believe it. Yeah.
Um but he is a very interesting kind of person to study because he is so cemented in pop culture that I think we know a little bit about what happened on the plane,
Mm-hmm.
but until I think we know exactly what he did to the family, um, we may not see a full kind of like reckoning of Brad Pitt. Um,
I agree. Uh-huh.
but can the most quoted, in quotes, beautiful man in the world be taken down?
Right. I think it's unfortunate that back when Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie first got together, and it was due to an affair that they had behind Jennifer Aniston's back, I think the public chose an enemy, and it was Angelina Jolie, and a lot of people haven't let go of that. So Brad Pitt can do whatever he wants, and Angelina will always be the bad one.
Mm, mm-mm.
Yeah.
Not in this house.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
Ugh. Next up on the pop culture pop up, Kim Kardashian. Speaking of
Mm.
therapy, Kim Kardashian said this. She said, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my friends. Like, I have the best friends and they're super supportive. I think that's probably why I've never seen a therapist. It is because I have the best friends in the entire world, and they mean everything to me.
Mm.
Julie, your thoughts on Kim Kardashian never seeing a therapist?
I didn't think I'd ever have anything in common with Kim Kardashian. No. I've been to therapy, guys. Okay. Not surprising. I mean, I read this on Twitter and I said, makes sense. It completely makes sense. Babe, you're screaming. I've never seen a therapist. Um, yeah, but I think she's fine because she's surrounded by people that are going to tell her that everything is fine and she's fine and everything is perfect and she has enough money to not be held accountable for any of her actions.
Yeah, I think, I don't necessarily know if therapy is for everyone. Um, I think everyone should try it and try to, get to yes, I think everybody should try it. But I do think that Kim Kardashian lives her life in a way I think that she could benefit from therapy
Mm-hmm.
1000%, but I think she also lives a life where she feels like she probably doesn't need it because I think her kind of approach specifically to like her ex-husband is I'm not going to talk about it publicly per se. I'm gonna put on a brave face. I'm gonna move on. First of all, this woman should absolutely be in therapy. She was held at gunpoint, tied in a bathtub, and almost killed. I don't know why she's
Yeah.
not going to therapy. I take that back. Kim,
Yeah.
wait, what? Wait,
Yeah.
what? She should absolutely be in therapy. Hmm. Kim, come on the pod because I think we have a lot to talk about. I
Yeah.
think that are there is there is something powerful in having a conversation with somebody who doesn't know anything and everything about you. I will also say I think that it's tricky to be a famous person and be in therapy. You'd have to find a
Mm-hmm.
therapist that would be like you have to find a therapist that is like a therapist to the stars, I would say. I don't know that Kim Kardashian could just go to any therapist. No hate
Right.
on the therapists around the world, but like therapists are also human. And so
Mm-hmm.
I could understand maybe there's a trust thing about retelling um your deepest darkest secrets and that getting out maybe somehow. Um, although that person would probably, lose their license, but like, I don't know. Oh my God. I've had so many thoughts in the last 30 seconds about whether this woman should go to therapy or not.
Right.
Ugh. I do understand talking to your friends, but like, I feel like that can get tricky sometimes. And maybe living your life on a reality show is a bit of therapy. Um,
Sure.
I don't know. Kim, come on the pod. I would really like to know more about this because I am actually kind of worried that she's still traumatized by the incident in Paris
I mean,
and
it
that
would
she's
make
just
sense if she
and
was.
she's just put it so deep down that she doesn't like she's moved on but hasn't really moved on. Kim, oh my God. Now I'm worried. Kim,
Amazing. Kim.
Kim, you can get therapy through your health insurance. Did you know that?
Someone get Kim on the phone.
Call 911. You know that Kardashian meme where that's like call 911. Um
Oh no.
anyways, okay. Well, listen. Are you not do you listen and don't go to therapy? Curious as to why you don't. Hmm. I didn't go to therapy for a very long. I only started going to therapy a couple months ago, so
Sure.
you know, I get it.
But there's not going to therapy and saying I don't go to therapy because I have really good, you know what I mean?
Well, right. See, I think that is weird actually. I think that's weird
Yeah.
because what are your friends now? Are your friends going to therapy?
I don't
Because
know what damn
they're
thing.
just as fucked up. You know what I mean?
If not more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Kim,
Yeah.
I think the whole family should go to therapy. Courtney
Yeah.
strikes me as somebody who does go to therapy. I think Chloe also goes to therapy.
100%. Oh, 100%. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I could
I
see
would
that.
say Kylie doesn't go to therapy, but Kendall does go to therapy.
Mm.
Um, Chris has never gone to therapy. That's what I think.
Okay.
I think Scott has gone to therapy because Courtney
Yeah.
made him.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Next up on the pop culture pop up, Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift came to Lady Gaga's defense when
Mm-hmm.
people were starting to talk about Lady Gaga being pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Julie, what happened?
I didn't know.
Oh, you you brought this topic up.
I know, but you always look up the topics.
Oh, okay. Well, so Lady Gaga, there were photos of Lady Gaga that came out, and it looked like she has a bit of a bump. And people were starting to say that she's pregnant. And then Lady Gaga put out a message on her Instagram and was like, "I'm not pregnant." Blah 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 blah. And then Taylor Swift commented on it and was basically like, "We should not be talking about women's bodies." And that's what happened. But I guess Julie thinks that there's a rumor about Taylor Swift also being pregnant. Also, I just want to
Here's the
say,
thing.
can I
Uh-huh.
can I say one thing?
Always.
Oh, and when I say people saying that they think Lady Gaga is pregnant, I'm going to say that I was one of those people because if you listen to a past episode, I had a dream where Lady Gaga came to me and told me she was pregnant. I'm not kidding. I've talked. Did I not talk about this? I think I talked about it on the pod. Yeah, I talked about
Yeah.
this.
I blocked it out, but now it's
Yeah.
come to me.
So I just want to be transparent and take full responsibility for what I said. I
Okay.
did say that I thought Lady Gaga was pregnant because she came to me in a dream. I swear on everything that I own that this
Right.
actually happened and that Lady Gaga told me she was pregnant. That's I just want to be transparent.
Okay. Well, to be fair, everyone else discussing it was analyzing pictures of Lady Gaga. And they were also doing it to Taylor Swift. There was some recent video of her on a stage. She's currently on her Eras tour, and I think it was the Scotland date or something. And there, have you never been bloated? Have you never been on your period? And so a lot of people were speculating about whether Taylor Swift was pregnant or not. Taylor Swift's comment under Lady Gaga's post was, "Can we all agree that it's invasive and irresponsible to comment on a woman's body? Gaga doesn't owe anyone an explanation, and neither does any woman." Which is absolutely true.
Yes. Thank you, Taylor Swift.
Thank you, Taylor.
Thank
You
you.
can speak good about that, but you have a racist boyfriend and you don't say beat. What? Who said that?
So do you think Lady Gaga's pregnant? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I hope Lady Gaga's happy. I really do.
So do I. She deserves all the happiness. I love Lady Gaga.
I love Lady Gaga too. And it looks like
Yeah,
she's coming back with vengeance. I'm
I
excited.
agree.
I'm excited to listen to LG7
Yeah,
7. Um
sure.
yeah. And yeah, I just want her to be happy.
I feel like we're gonna get Weird Gaga back, and I'm very excited about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I've loved every version of her. I think she's phenomenal. I remember the very first time I laid eyes on Lady Gaga.
Mm.
It was when she performed at So You Think You Can Dance.
Oh.
That's the very first time that I heard her name and I saw her perform, and I fell in love with her like that.
I have a very distinct memory of watching Lady Gaga on MTV on this show that was on at night. I think it was after they had like stopped airing TRL, and then they tried to
Mm,
do like something at night, and it was hosted by Pete Wentz. I cannot remember what it's called. I think it was sponsored by Pepsi.
mm,
There was a live audience. They would have performers come in, and Lady Gaga was one of those performers. That is the first time I remember seeing her. Uh,
interesting.
when she performed, but Akon came on and like introduced her. Remember, she was like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Akon's like you know person. Whatever
Protege.
happened to Akon?
He's still thriving.
Is he
You
making
know what?
music?
Akon is kind of hot. Also,
Okay, yeah.
also, this is the second time in 2 weeks I've talked about Akon.
Maybe you're his number one fan.
Maybe I am. Maybe I am. I have to do a PowerPoint about this. This is now the fourth time I've told this stupid ass joke.
You have to
But
do a PowerPoint for about Akon.
no, I have to
Oh,
do, I have to do a PowerPoint about myself. About myself. At my job. It's just one slide, but pictures of myself and just I'm already stressing out. We're not gonna think more about it. What? What?
what is it that you guys are doing at work?
Well, you introduce a new team member and you try to get to know them a little bit. I mean, I hate it, but
You
everyone does
already
it.
know everyone.
I mean, sure. I mean, not
Mm.
everyone.
Uh-huh.
They're doing it at their all hands. All 160 employees will be there. It's making me want to throw up a little bit. But anyway, so we're talking about this presentation. And then it's like, you have to pick interesting facts about yourself to put on there. And then I was talking to Jenny at work and I was like, should I put that I'm single in case my future husband is in this building? And then she was like, oh my God, you should totally do it. And then I was like, and then I'll just play Lonely by Akon during the presentation. Oh, I'm so funny.
I hope that you do that.
I'm not gonna do that.
You should do that.
No, I won't.
Why not?
I'm already freaking out about the normal presentation.
Okay.
And today my boss was telling me a little bit more about it, and I was like, please stop talking about it. It's giving me anxiety. And then I was like, what? Oh, because she's like, this is a new thing that we want to start doing for new employees, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, could we start after me? And then
Mm.
she started laughing and she's like, what are you talking about? You're so outgoing. I said, oh no, I've tricked you. I tricked you into thinking I was outgoing. Don't let the purple hair fool you, lady. I am not outgoing. And then she's like, that's so funny. I also consider myself an introvert stuck in an extrovert's body. I'm like, that's exactly what I am. So please don't make me do this.
Mm.
I feel like she's still gonna make me do it, so whatever.
Would you classify yourself as an introvert?
Yes. being around people drains me. Like I
Uh-huh.
enjoy it, but after a minute, I need to go back into my cave
Mm,
and read, recharge.
mm.
What about you?
I think I fall down the middle.
Yeah,
What
I
do you call those?
can see that.
Ambivert? Ambivert?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think I walk the line pretty
lovely.
well. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can see that. I love that
Yeah.
for you.
Thank you.
How would you feel if they were like, you have to make this presentation by yourself in front of 160 employees?
That's fine. It
Oh,
doesn't
I
scare me.
envy you.
Mm.
I envy you. There's butterflies in this pit of my stomach every time I think about it.
Mm.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, you're better than me.
I
Okay.
nobody said that. Nobody said that.
It was felt.
It was not, no, that's not what I was saying. What I no
I
my
felt the
no
energy. I received the energy and I
that
translated the
that
energy.
energy was towards the question
Mm,
or the
um,
act of presenting in front
mm,
of people, not
okay.
about you. It wasn't about you.
Mm. Do we all believe them,
Yes,
class?
of course we
They don't
do.
believe you. They don't believe you.
Yes, they do.
They don't. They don't believe
Why
you.
would they not?
I, look inward. I'm just kidding. I'm
Uh-huh.
just kidding.
Next up on the pop culture pop up, Barry Keoghan is in Sabrina Carpenter's new music video.
Yes, he
Please,
is.
please, please. Barry is dating Sabrina. You may know
Yeah.
Barry from films such as Saltburn
Yeah.
and
I'm gonna let you handle that.
what's the one with Harry Styles?
Don't worry, darling.
No, he's not in that, is he? The war
No, that's why I'm
movie. He's
confused.
in the war
Oh,
movie.
um,
Dunkirk.
Dunkirk.
Mm,
Dunkirk.
yes.
Yeah, Killing of the Sacred Deer, Banshees
Oh,
of
he's in that.
Inisherin.
Oh, he's
Yes,
Irish.
he is Irish.
Irish. How do you feel about this, Julie?
I love it. But specifically, it's a little hard for me because I watched Girl Meets World, where
Uh-huh.
Sabrina Carpenter kind of got her big break. And it's hard to differentiate from that Sabrina to this Sabrina. But if I allow myself some space away from the child version of her, I really love that the horny pop star is back.
Uh,
I love it. I am
uh-huh.
living for it. She is as horny as they get.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And she is not only not afraid to tell us, she wants us to know every single detail of her horniness.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of live for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love it. I love
I
it. And honestly, very, very much matches that energy for me.
yeah. They
Yeah,
seem like a fun couple that like to have
totally. They're
fun.
fucking
Yeah.
nasty shit.
Yeah.
I know they are. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. And I love when a pop star puts their real life romance in a music
Same.
video. Such a moment in
It's so
time, you know.
fun. So fun.
Did you watch the video?
No.
No. Okay. Okay, and neither have I. But I will. I mean, it literally just came out. It just
Yeah,
came.
it did. It did. It just came out today, I think.
Yeah. Also, this song is produced by Jack Antonoff.
I know
It,
exactly what it's gonna sound like.
if that's true, if it sounds like a Jack Antonoff song, oh, I'm
Mm,
gonna be so disappointed.
yeah,
I really hope that it doesn't. I really hope
right.
it doesn't. We don't need that.
Yeah.
We need espresso.
Mm-hmm.
Give us matcha tea this time, or I don't drink any of these things, but like, what's a good like? Give us latte.
Right.
I don't.
Yeah.
Jack.
Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. We'll have to
Right, the
listen.
song could sound completely different. So,
Sure. Doubt it, but sure.
okay, well, only time will tell. Finally on the pop culture pop up, Ashton Kutcher said that
Ugh.
you will be able to render a movie through AI. Julie. Tell us.
Sometimes I really hate when there's this moment in time where you realize the kind of person that became an actor for the money and then an actor because of the passion and love for it. Ashton Kutcher is very much for the money. Um, he's advocating for it, by the way. This is where this quote is coming from. He's like, yeah, we're moving in an exciting direction. I mean, he's a tech guy. He's invested in tech companies, like, um,
He was like the
and
Twitter
so
guy when Twitter first came
yeah,
on. Like he
yeah.
was on talk shows promoting Twitter.
I wish that studio companies would realize that sometimes it's not just about, I mean, movies, and people love movies and people fell in love with movies, not because they're perfect and not because they tell a specific story. You know what I mean? Like it's about the people that created it and like you can always tell when a movie was created out of the passion of for a film. Um, and I think that's why Martin Scorsese, Guillermo del Toro, all of these directors that are like renowned, if you ever hear them talking about life, they are movie lovers at heart. Like they love filmmaking. They have fallen in love with movies. And I mean, people, not computer generated, not generic storylines. Like, no. This idea of AI is honestly, as a creative, one of the most depressing things that has happened to us in our generation. Every time I think about it, and then every time we get closer to chaos, it really does a number on me because I think that we're moving away from empathy and heart, and I think COVID had a lot to do with that, and I think we're just moving further and further away from that idea where they're trying to turn us into robots, and you guys using your little filters that turn you into AI pieces of art are contributing to it, and none of you are realizing it.
I don't know. Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I don't know if it'll succeed. Like they can try it, but I just don't know that people will be particularly interested, you know?
Yeah,
Like
I hope they
there's
won't.
there's been plenty of things where it's like this is going to be the new thing and then people just are not into it. And then it just dies. Um
Sure, I agree, but let us not forget there was an AI version of a Bad Bunny song running around TikTok of what I think the title was out at the time, but no one knew what the song sounded like. So when AI generated it, when the actual song was released, everyone's like, I'm gonna actually bump the AI version of this because it's better. So,
I mean, I never saw it and I never heard it. So,
yeah,
it can only have so much reach.
sure.
I do believe I find AI to be interesting. I think that it can be a great tool for a lot of things. I'm interested in how it can help us uh, do work and be organized and
Mm-hmm.
improve, the lives that we live with the computers that we have or whatever. But but I, I don't I don't think that the masses will really be into watching things like that. And this might sound like a stupid
Mm-hmm.
question, but and I obviously know that animation
Mm-hmm.
is created by a human being.
Mm-hmm.
But is a movie that is made by AI not just another form of animation? Because somebody has to tell the computer what to do, and people use computers to create animation. I'm just
Sure.
curious. I'm just curious to see what that kind of like
Well,
looks like and feels like, and yeah.
if they're using something like ChatGPT to create a script, and then they're using AI to now create the voice acting, and now they're using nothing but computers to create something. I do think I mean, there's a difference as
Yeah, and I
opposed to a story created by people that is turned into computer version of the story that is now voiced with real people with real emotion. But I can see where they kind of run parallel for a little bit.
Yeah. And I wonder because ChatGPT, I mean, you still have to tell ChatGPT what the story is in order for them to
Sure.
create a script. I'm just curious to see how powerful these things actually are. I don't know too much about them. And so I'm just curious to
Yeah.
see what how much can they actually do.
Yeah.
I wonder what Ashton Kutcher actually means. Because I don't think he's the smartest, the brightest star in the sky. So I wonder what do you mean, Ashton Kutcher?
Yeah.
But I mean, I understand that it's also a very big threat to the entertainment industry and all the people who work very hard.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if there are people in the music in the same people who also are using ChatGPT to help, or AI to help them do certain things. But
Right.
I do really think that the government, which doesn't do much, but the government really needs to like put in um some strong
Yeah.
rules and regulations on what people can do with AI.
Right.
Unfortunately, half of them don't know how to spell AI. um
Oh no.
um but I mean, this is when you look to something like the government to really put
Right.
policies like they have for many industries. I remember taking a class in college that was rules and regulations. Like
Hmm.
it's a thing. And so we need to figure this out sooner rather than later.
I agree.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for the Pop Culture Pop Up. We'll be back next week with more pop culture. Chisme. Julie, do you have a Latinx spotlight for us?
I do. Colombian actress Sofia Vergara was a part of the full drama actress roundtable for the Hollywood Reporter, which included like Jennifer Aniston, Nicole Kidman, white women. And Sofia Vergara was the only Latina on that table, and she had really great conversation pieces to bring to the table full of white women. I thought that it was phenomenal to bring up the fact that she definitely sees her accent as hindering her career, for at least it did for a very long time, did it hinder her career. And also to her journey of embracing her accent and now realizing the kind of roles that she can take, and if the roles that she doesn't see for herself aren't there, then she creates them because now she produces, and which is what she did with the show Griselda, which look, I'm the first one to say I don't think we should glamorize cartels and that kind of lifestyle when it comes to Latino representation, but it was a very well done show. And Sofia Vergara acted the shit out of that character, who is a real person. And so I think she is paving a way that no one hearing the way she sounded like could have seen coming, because unfortunately Latina actresses with thick accents can only get so far most of the time, and Sofia Vergara has broken every single barrier that has been put in front of her. Like she is, I mean, Modern Family is iconic, and now she is producing, creating roles for herself. And I mean, we hate to say it, but she is of an age that where the roles should be dwindling down, and it almost seems like because she's now producing and she's been smart about her journey in Hollywood, her career is not going to end anytime soon.
Right. I saw the
Yeah.
clip where she's talking about how for the first time I don't want to put words in her mouth. These are my words, but for the first time she felt like she was acting,
Mm-hmm.
which I thought was such a poignant piece about what she experienced on this set,
Mm-hmm.
about how she had to learn how to smoke a cigarette and
Mm-hmm.
she had to cry, which
Mm-hmm.
is she was doing things that she didn't have to do on Modern Family.
Right.
And she was like, I didn't know who I was becoming. I was
Yeah.
turning into a crazy person.
Yeah.
Um, and I think the director went up to her and told her, "You're an actress."
Yeah.
Um, and it's just, it's kind of, I poignant because I think a lot of people just are like, "Oh yeah, actors." Like they go up there and they read lines, but like it consumes you. If
Yeah.
you're gonna do a good job, it consumes you, and it is a craft. Not anybody can
Right.
just get up there and do it. And
Right.
so she does it really well. So good for her.
Right. I agree. Love her.
Excellent. All right. Well, time for some asukad. I will go first. My asukad this week is the trailer for the Real Housewives of Orange County. The new season
Mm-hmm.
has dropped, and we are in a Orange County renaissance, if you will. The trailer looks spectacular. It
Mm-hmm.
is, I think, I think we're about to watch the best season of The Real Housewives of Orange County. And we are, what, 17, 18 seasons in? This is crazy to me.
Wow.
That we're eventually gonna get 20 seasons of The Real Housewives of OC. Like,
Wow.
that is insane.
Have you been watching since the beginning?
From the very first episode.
Amazing. Amazing.
From the very first episode.
Yeah.
And and it just looks really good, and it brings me a lot of joy actually, because they went through a rough patch of like really kind of finding where the show was going to go again, and they've worked really hard, and I think that it's pulling
Mm,
off, and it's a great cast, and it's bringing, I think, everything that it needs to bring: funny, drama, you know, like
yeah.
scandal.
Yeah.
It's really quite spectacular. So I'm very much so looking forward to the new season. It premieres July 11th. So yay. I can't wait. I literally can't wait. I
I love
can't
it.
wait. I mean, I will,
I
but
love
I
it.
can't. It's so good. It's so good.
My azúcar this week is I watched Furiosa. Phenomenal.
Okay.
Phenomenal, fun, just such a fun ride. Such a fun movie. Anya Taylor-Joy is such a great actress. And she is so great silently. Like she is just she doesn't need to say a lot. Her face does wonders. Um, I just had such a fun and George Miller is his directorial style is so loud and in your face and gorgeous and like hypnotic to watch. Like I just kept being like, how did this come to be? Like the amount of talent that is poured into this film is phenomenal, cinematography wise, and all of the stunts that were being done, and all of the chase scenes and the car crashes, and it's just amazing. And Chris Hemsworth, look, I know a lot of people are like, oh, there goes Thor again, but he is proving to be a phenomenal actor. He is really great in this. There is he does comedy really well. And I think we saw a little bit of that when he did his little bit in Ghostbusters. And I mean, he does comedy really well in this movie as well. Go and watch this movie. It deserves to for people to see it. Again, just like a fun, loud ride, but it is very, very fun.
Okay.
Love it.
Awesome. Thanks, Julie.
Thank you.
Okay, well, we've reached the end of the episode.
We did it.
Thanks for going on this journey with us. Make sure that you do all the fun things you could do with this. Make sure that you follow, subscribe, review, do all the fun things you could do with this podcast on the internet. Make sure you follow
Mm-hmm.
us on Instagram at you, me, and Chisme, TikTok, Instagram, all those things. Make sure you visit the website, youmeandchisme.com. Leave us a review. That would be wonderful.
Mm.
We always appreciate a review. I mean, even if you've already left us one, leave
Leave
another
another
one.
one. Make it
Say
happen.
something. Speak up.
Mm-hmm.
Speak up. Say it with your chest. With your chest.
Absolutely.
Um, and yeah, do all those things. And most importantly, share this podcast with somebody, because
Right.
um think about that one person who needs a little bit of joy in their life,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and send them a link.
Yeah.
Tell them you love them. And then yeah. And if you do that, we'll be back next week
Yeah.
with more Chisme. But until then, make sure you have lots of love, lots of peace, and most importantly, lots of Chisme in your life. Bye.
Bye.